Well, good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office on this 8th day of September 2023. It is Friday. We've made it to the weekend. Well, almost. Still have to get through today. This is the morning briefing coming to you from my home weather office. And as I look out the window of the home weather office, it is another beautiful day. I tell you, today, Saturday, Sunday, the weekend's going to be great throughout Northern California. We are looking at a slightly warmer day on Monday, but nothing too outrageous for this time of year. Going to talk about a few things this morning. We'll talk about our weather for Northern California, what we can expect, kind of peek into next week a little bit. But also, of course, want to hit on the tropics. Have a beautiful satellite image to start off with this morning. This is Hurricane Lee, Category 5 hurricane out here in the Atlantic. Some beautiful things going on here. The eye actually got a little bit clouded over late last night, early this morning. A little bit of an eye wall replacement going on. It's all part of the natural fluctuation that these storms go in, but you can just clearly see the well-defined circulation tight in here, and then it spirals outward and then gets caught in the overall flow. Puerto Rico is right here, the Virgin Islands here, Leeward Islands, Dominican Republic, Haiti. And as I'll show you in the track here in a minute, it's heading off that way. The biggest impact to any of these areas is going to be some high surf. Areas like out toward the Bitter End Yacht Club and the BVIs. Another interesting little feature here is when I first looked at the still, I thought this little area might be Saharan dust, but instead, seeing it move like this little area right here, now that's the sun glint. Yeah, that's kind of the reflection of the sun off the ocean right there. As you can see, just kind of going from east to west. All right, so let's talk about where this thing is headed. This is the latest from the National Hurricane Center, packing winds of 155 miles an hour, making it a Category 5. So here's where it is now. When it says 11 a.m. Friday, that is local time. And it continues as a major hurricane. Major hurricane is Category 3 or higher through the day on Wednesday morning. But as you can see, staying well north of the Bahamas, the Turks and Caicos, staying north of the Dominican Republic, and Bermuda is right in here. So continues to be on a path to thread the needle. And it does look as though this will continue to thread the needle, avoiding areas like Florida and the Carolinas. There are some models that take it a little bit farther west, maybe impacting an area like Nova Scotia by next Friday or Saturday. I'll show you that on some of the other models here in just a second. But there will continue to be a lot of headlines about this because it is a Category 5 storm. And if it did make landfall anywhere, it'd be obviously quite destructive. But out here in the middle of the ocean, other than big swells, it's really not going to do anything. So it's the perfect Category 5 storm that you want out here in the middle of nowhere, helping to dissipate some heat from the tropics. All right, let's get to our local look. Some high clouds going by from Butte County to the north this morning. Just kind of a little contrast in the sky, that's about it. It's part of a very weak weather system sliding by that helps to keep the jet stream in a nice position. We also have some marine layer along the coast, but otherwise it is going to be a mostly sunny day. Yeah, Plumas County, Lassen County, we'll see a bit more cloud cover today, but from Butte County to the south, looks like we're going to stay mostly sunny, and the marine layer that's into Napa County first thing this morning will be burning off. All right, let's take a look at the GFS. We're going to take a look at a few things here. We're going to take a look at the 6Z run of the GFS. So here is that little wave that's going by right here, helping to suppress the jet stream enough that we will have another nice day today. And again, during the day tomorrow. Temperatures tomorrow will likely stay in the low 90s. Average for this time of year for the valley is 91. And let's get into Sunday. By the way, this down here is what is going to be the decaying remnants of Hurricane Hova, which yesterday was a Category 5. It's decaying quite rapidly, and it looks as though the remnants of that are going to get caught in the westerlies and get dragged through Southern California and head toward Arizona, where we may see some rain, but it looks as though this is just going to kind of dissipate over the colder water, and it doesn't look as though north of Bakersfield will see anything in the way of cloud cover from this. This is the day on Sunday. This is now Monday. Monday will be a warmer day because we're going to have a bit of a north wind, but then we have more troughiness coming our way to keep temperatures in a really nice range for next week. All right, I'm going to shift things over just a little bit so you can see the hurricane. So this is the GFS showing where this hurricane is, and this is as of next Wednesday night. The thing that's going to happen, and the thing that's going to determine where this thing goes, is its interaction with this trough right here. So as it's moving relatively slowly right now, once it gets up to about 30 degrees north, which is right here, then its northward movement will accelerate. So if it's here on Wednesday, it could be all the way to Nova Scotia by Friday or Saturday, because it will all of a sudden catch up to the strong southerly flow around this trough. But because this is a week out, this trough might be here, it might be here, it might be here, it might be up here. The difference of a couple hundred miles in the placement of this trough will dictate where the hurricane is going to go. And right now, most consensus models take it toward Nova Scotia, some a little bit east, some a little bit to the west, maybe clipping parts of Maine. But the other thing important thing to remember is that while it is a Category 5 right now, the intensity of what it may be next Friday or Saturday remains to be seen. It may be all the way down to a tropical storm. It still might be a hurricane. We don't know. But either way, this looks like the most likely track from most of the hurricane models. And again, it's all going to depend on how it interacts with this. But there are a lot of folks that are going online and speculating about where this might go. Some people are trying to hype up that it's going to Florida. That's not the case. If you're looking for accurate information about where this is going, make sure you're going to a reliable source. And by a reliable source, I mean the National Hurricane Center, local National Weather Service offices. So for those of you that may be watching in Maine, I would strongly suggest you pay attention to the Weather Service office out of Portland. They'll keep you updated, as well as the National Hurricane Center. But again, we wouldn't expect there could be an impact there until maybe next Friday or Saturday, so a week away. So, but anything south of that looks extremely unlikely. And if anybody posts something like saying it's heading our way, and they're not a meteorologist and you've never heard of them before, you can just discredit. They're looking for clicks. So that's everything I've got for you for the home office. Like I said, beautiful day today in Northern California. Get outdoor plans this weekend. Not a worry at all. Sunshine, mild temperatures, nice cool nights. Beautiful weekend to be outdoors. I'll be in the office this afternoon and doing the news at 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11. And go ahead, make it a great day. I'll talk with you later.